The Rawlings Mantra Fast Pitch Bat helps you bring an elite level of focus, discipline, and power with you to the plate. Crafted with an innovative 3-step inner barrel, this bat perfectly balances swing speed and massive pop. The fully reconstructed collar assembly creates the perfect harmony between flex and stiffness and is the #1 choice for the Canadian women's national team. So the only question you need to ask yourself, what's your mantra? Hey, what is going on? Happy New Year, everyone. Hope y'all had a fantastic holidays. Welcome back to episode 204 of Outside The Chute. I'm your host, Randy Frame. What an episode we have to kick off 2026 as we're joined by one of the game's most electric arms. It's AUSL Cascade member and current U.S. women's national team member, the one and only Kelly Maxwell. Man, this episode has it all. Kelly takes us back to where it all started, her journey through the college game at Oklahoma State and Oklahoma, and how those experiences shaped her into the pitcher she is today. We also dive into her move to the pro level in Japan, what she's learned competing internationally, and what's ahead this season in the AUSL with the expansion Cascade. Plus, we talk about the honor of wearing the red, white, and blue while representing USA on the women's national team and what's in store on the road to LA 2028. This was such a fun chat. We're so glad Kelly was able to take time out of her hectic schedule to come on and chat with us. Before we get to it, make sure to drop a comment on the show and give us some sort of rating. Of course, we want it to be good. You can follow Kelly on Instagram at KellyMax28. We're at Outside The Chute on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. If you're on YouTube, go subscribe to our channel, please. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but we need your help. Anyways, let's get to this amazing episode. This is Outside The Chute, and anything goes.
I got the world in my palm, like camera action, it's on. I can't describe what I'm feeling, ain't never felt this freedom. I got the world in my palm, like camera action, it's on. Ain't never felt this freedom. Could you say that anything goes, anything goes, anything goes, anything goes, anything goes, anything goes. You want it only real deal hip hop.
All right, here we go. We are happy to have on with us today 2024 Women's College World Series Most Outstanding Player, where she was a national champ with the Oklahoma Sooners. She is a current member of the USA Women's National Team and also a member of the AUSL's Cascade. It's the one and only Kelly Maxwell. Kel, thanks so much for coming on the pod.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
How's things going down in Baton Rouge today?
It's going good.
Back in the swing of things?
Yep, getting back in the swing of things with school and kind of just, I don't know, getting back into routine and working out and all the things.
Nice. So you're taking veterinary medicine, is it?
Yes. So I started in the fall, back in August. I'm in my second semester now, so I got 3.5 more years to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what made you want to pursue that field?
I think just growing up, I've always had a love for animals and being a part of a team. And then when I realized, how well I work under pressure and just my love for medicine, just kind of combining everything together. And I think, veterinary medicine is my calling.
Nice. So I actually, doing my research, I come across everything. I saw you got to do like the, job shadowing, I guess it would be when you were at OU at a veterinary clinic there.
I did.
Yeah.
So during my time at Oklahoma, I was an online student getting my master's degree. So that allowed me to go get experience in the veterinary office at University Animal Hospital under Dr. John Otto. Mm-hmm. And I would spend every morning there, Monday through Friday from like 9 a.m. to lunchtime. And he is a great mentor, has let me, scrub in on surgeries and taught me, clinical skills, how to communicate with patients, literally anything. And so I just got a lot of hands-on experience there. And I think that really, furthered my knowledge and helped me gain experience as I went into veterinary school this year.
Right on. Right. Any crazy animals come through the door there that you got to see? Or?
No, it's just cats and dogs.
Oh, okay.
We do have a client though that owns rats. So she'd bring her rats in, but other than that, it's just
cats and dogs. Right on. Speaking of dogs, how's Gus making out?
Gus is good. He's at home right now with my parents.
Oh, he's back in Texas?
It's a little tough, for me to have him when I go to school.
Yeah, true.
From 8 to 5, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, that would be hard.
I told him I'd get him a friend, but my parents were like, no thanks.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. What kind of dog's Gus again?
He's a French bulldog.
French bulldog, yeah. Yeah. He looks like he'd be a treat.
Oh, he is. They have a personality of their own.
Yeah.
They're a really great dog.
No doubt. Let's stick with recent events here. Let's a little different holidays for you than normal, eh?
Yes, very. I was busy. I think I left school and I went to Oklahoma and trained, and then went home for a few days. Went to we have a ranch down in South Texas, and then spent Christmas at home. And then the day after Christmas, I was on an airplane and we went to Australia with the USA national team. We played Team Australia for 4-game series. So that was a lot of fun.
You did all right.
Experience. Yeah, I did all right.
You guys kind of outscored them 38-0. I mean, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. I can't complain, when the offense is doing their job, and, it makes the pitcher's life a lot easier on the mound.
Definitely. And you know what? It's pretty impressive too, because I mean, they're in their summer down there, so I mean, they probably have been on the field nonstop. You guys really haven't been on the field since, well, a lot of you since the end of summer or early fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's hard. About our sport is just kind of how it's broken up a little bit into the summertime, but I'm still trying to balance, how do I train and go to school and work out and do all the things. And so that was kind of a test, but seems to me like I could do it. So I'm just going to keep hanging in there and keep doing what I'm doing.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. How cool was Australia?
It was really cool. Yeah. I would love to go back, when we don't have softball and, venture out and really see like all the touristy things. We did get to go to the Steve Irwin Zoo, which I thought was really neat. Yeah, I saw pictures. See all the animals. We met Bindi Irwin and her husband, and then we're hoping to meet Robert, but he was in Africa, I believe. So it was really cool, just kind of what they did for us and the hospitality there. Yeah. We went to Gold Coast Beach one day after practice, and that was really nice. The weather, was great over there. It was like 80, 90 degrees every day. So can't complain when you're getting a sunburn over. Yeah,
that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah. I'm so jealous right now, actually. So was everything based around Sydney area, or is it Melbourne?
No, we were in Brisbane.
Right. Yes.
Yes. Yep. Everything was around there. We did go to downtown too one night and just had dinner and walked around.
Excellent.
But that was about all we did. That, and then just the 4 games. And then we did run a kids camp while we were there. We're just trying to grow the game in Australia because I think they are the hosts for the 2032 Olympics.
Correct.
So just trying to grow the game and try to get softball, back in the Olympics permanently.
Yes.
So we met with a lot of important people over there and just trying to continue, to push softball and show them, why it deserves to be in the Olympics every year.
Absolutely.
Or every time.
Every four. It 100% should be. Still baffles my mind why it was not in the last Olympics because, but they had skateboarding and breakdancing in there. But anyway, that's another topic.
Yeah.
All right, little something we like to kick off the podcast with here every time. even though we're almost 10 minutes in, but hey, we call it quick pitches. I'm going to throw out some random questions to you, and you answer them as best you can.
Okay.
So first one, I always start with this one. If you had to live off one food for a week, what would it be?
Ooh, steak.
Oh,
Medium rare.
nice. Oh, absolutely. Yes. Medium rare steak. You know, it's funny. It's so funny. I must talk about steak all the time because when I go on social media, I swear my phone's listening to me because my algorithm is like videos of people making steaks. And I was like, oh, this is so tempting. I love this.
Yeah. When we were in Australia, the food was okay. It was just kind of bland, and everyone was just dying for a steak. And we were like, yeah, that's the first thing we're going to have when we get back. And that's what my dad cooked me when they picked me up from the airport. So,
growing up in Texas, you would have the best steaks.
Yeah.
Amazing. Next one. If you could go anywhere on vacation, where would it be?
I'm going to go with Greece.
Okay. I think that's the first time anybody's ever said Greece on here. Nice and different. How come?
It just looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I just would love to go out there one day.
Right on. Biggest thing you miss at OU?
The girls. I think just everyone's kind of in their own place now and settling down and working on their careers. And so it's tough, for sure. Just like all the memories we shared together and just when we were in the trenches and off the field, like just the bonds that we created there is something that I miss for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Coolest thing about playing in Japan?
Ooh, there's a lot of cool things. I love Japan. I would say just how different, I guess, the game is. Like I learned so much over there that I didn't know kind of existed in America. Just like the play of the game, just the speed of it, how like much detail they put into it. I thought was really neat. I mean, that's their life over there. And I being a part of that was really cool to experience.
Yeah. Like the fact that it's their job, like almost, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
8-hour practices. Like,
yeah.
What? That's insane.
Yep.
Any go-to songs to get you motivated?
Not really.
Okay.
No, I listen to everything.
Yeah,
I can't really say like there's something out there, but
I'm with you. If you saw my playlist, you'd be like, oh, that's all over the map.
Mine too.
If you could go back and play one game again, which one is it?
In softball?
Yep.
I don't know. I have no regrets. So I can't really pick one that, I mean, I would do over again. I mean, I would love to be back in that final game again, just all the feels and emotions.
Right.
I thought was pretty neat.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd want to be back in that one too. That's amazing. Best thing about growing up in Texas?
Ooh. I'm going to have to go with the weather. I mean, I love hot weather. I know it's humid down there, but I'd rather much be hot than cold.
Right. How is it in Baton Rouge right now?
It's hot.
Oh, is it really?
It's good. Yeah. It's, I mean, definitely shorts and t-shirt.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Not too hot, but feels nice.
Awesome. 3 more here. How awesome is Love's Field?
Sorry, one more time.
How awesome is Love's Field?
Oh, so awesome. It was so cool that we got to experience that. Our class, for the first time. And just what everyone has done and put into it before us. Mm-hmm. That goes from like alumni, donors, all the staff. It was really cool that it was like brought to fruition and just state of the art field. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Yeah. They did it right inside and outside. I
guess they did. A buddy of mine that actually plays ball, he's been on the podcast as well. They were down in the summer for the ASA Men's Nationals, and they were at OKC, and they got to do a tour of Love's Field, and he took video of it as the whole walkthrough. And
Oh yeah.
I was like, what? This is so sick. Like,
I know.
unbelievable. Like, yeah, he even said the same thing. He's like, if you're here in person, it's amazing.
Yeah. We actually got to experience my class, like we spent the fall still at Marita Hines,
Right.
and then we were able to practice and play, of course, on Love's, but the inside wasn't done until I want to say like the selection show. So we only got like 2 to 3 weeks to really use the inside part, which was like sad.
Is that right?
But at the same time, like it was cool still that like we were able to even do that. So it was awesome.
Like that scoreboard is like one of a kind. Like,
oh yeah,
it's amazing. Next one here, it's kind of it's a two-parter. Favorite OU uniform color combination?
All red.
All red. Okay.
All red. It looks good. It feels good. The senior class, not including myself, but like the ones that were there for the 4-peat, they had never lost the national championship wearing that uniform. So
that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Favorite OSU one?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with. It was like my sophomore and junior year. It was just this black on black with the orange details.
Not pinstripes?
Nope, it wasn't pinstripes.
Okay.
It was just black and orange.
Okay. Yeah, I like the pinstripe one, but I also like that blue one that you guys wore.
That one's really nice too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's because isn't that, I think I've had Sam Shaw on here and she said it was, isn't like a Native American tribute?
So it's in 7. It has to do with all the tribes in Oklahoma.
Right.
And so it's a tribute to the Native community.
Yeah. They're pretty sharp. I like them.
They are. Yep.
Last one. What animal would you have wanted to take home for a pet from the zoo in Australia?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to go with a wombat. That was like my favorite animal as a kid. I had this little book. I don't remember what it's called, but it was a book about wombats, like a children's book. And it was like my dream ever since I was little to like see one live. And I finally did. So it was kind of cool when I saw it. I sent a video to my family and I was like, look.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Actually, that just brought me back to something. When you guys were over in China, wasn't like you guys got to go to, was it like a panda zoo or something?
Yeah. So that was like a panda sanctuary. So we saw red pandas, like the normal white and black pandas.
Yeah.
And that one was a little different because that one, like, they were in their habitats, but they were kind of like far off in the distance. Like they were kind of hard. Like they didn't really want to be around the people walking through and stuff. So definitely kind of harder to see those ones. But in Australia, the zoo like was interactive. So like the people were walking through the habitats, like with the animals running around. So like we were able to feed the kangaroos and like get really close to the koalas. So it was really cool.
Oh, wow.
Kind of how it was laid out.
Yeah, that'd be way better. Being able to, interact with.
Up close. Yeah.
So how big are kangaroos? Like I only seen them on TV and stuff like that. Are they like a good size?
Yeah, I would say like when they're like down, kind of hunched over, they come up to maybe like the middle of your thighs.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, their feet, are pretty big and like, I don't know. They're good size.
Okay. All right.
Large dog, I would say.
Right on. All right, let's get on to your career now, because anybody listening to the podcast now are like, are you guys going to stop talking about animals and stuff like that? That's all you've been talking about. On forever. I know. Hey, I can too. I love animals. Let's go back to the beginning here. How did little Kelly get her start in the game?
So I have an older brother, and he played baseball growing up. He's 4 years older than me. So I was always the one getting drugged around to all of his games and the ballparks on the weekends. And I think I just kind of fell in love with the game watching him, and then, playing wall ball with all the boys, brothers, and things at the field. And so that's kind of just how I got into it. So my parents put me in Little League back when I was like 5-6 years old. And
was this baseball?
Nope. Softball.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. Played with the girls. And I mean, ever since then, I just never looked back. I just loved the game and just loved every aspect, of how it's built me into the person I am today.
So love for it right away, right off the get-go?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I still played other sports, but
I was going to ask, actually, I was like, did you play any other sports? What'd you do?
No, I did. I played everything. I mean, volleyball was probably my next best sport. Then, I mean, I played golf, track, tennis. I did swimming. I did gymnastics and dance at a time.
Okay.
Basketball. You name it, I've pretty much done it.
See, and that's a good thing. Eh?
Yes.
To be multi-sport. Like I preach it on here all the time. Like you have to play other sports. Don't stick to one sport and play it year round because you're just going to get burnt out.
Yeah. I tell little girls all the time, like, go out, play any position you want, like play any sport you want. Like that's just going to make you a better athlete at the end of the day. I mean, your coordination is going to be better. Like you're just going to, really excel in what you truly want to do.
Exactly. Exactly. So when did you start pitching?
I started pitching probably around the age of 10. Well, before that, I'm left-handed, so I could only really play pitcher, first base.
Yeah, true enough. Good point.
And so like in Little League and stuff, I always was like playing at the pitcher's mound, and I played first base, and then the outfield was boring because no one hit the ball out there. So it was kind of like pitcher, first base. And so, and then hitting, I hit, but I would never say that like hitting was like my specialty. I never really like got it very well.
Right.
And so I just really resorted to pitching, and I was just going to do my best to, make that, my priority.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got into it.
Nice. So how hard did you work on it? Like, was it a lot of work in the early days or like
I say this all the time now, and it's crazy to think, but I hated to practice when I was younger.
Me too.
And like now I go back to my dad and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I get it now because like when I give lessons and things like it drives me nuts. And so I would say, I mean, I was very blessed, just the athletic ability that I had, to where I could kind of get by without having to put in a lot of work. But I mean, that's definitely changed as I've gotten older. That's something I live for now, is just the grind and the practice days. And it's something that I truly, look forward to day to day.
Yeah. I wish I had, like, I'm 47 now. I'm still pitching. Like I still pitch competitively, like in the league. And I wish looking back, had that, desire to go out and work on it. Because I mean, I did pretty good for not working on it, but I always think like, what more could I have gotten out of it if I put into it? And it's still,
how much better could I have been?
Yeah, but I hate to dwell. I hate to dwell on it. You know what I mean? But so where did you play high school and travel ball?
So high school, I went to Clear Springs, down in Texas, and then travel ball, I played for Aces Express. They're no longer a thing. They've merged now with the Texas Bombers.
Oh, okay.
With Scott Smith, like the big organization down there. But I mean, I played for a few different travel ball teams before that. But ultimately, like, that was the one that I had stuck with for the longest, and where I got recruited and traveled the most and all those things. So really enjoyed my time wearing AE on my chest.
Nice. Any big memories stick out from your time?
Ooh, I mean, I think a lot of the girls and the friendships that I made, and just all the traveling we did. I mean, we were always in Colorado or Reno and Florida, like just all the different places and states that we got to go to, you know, at that age. It was really cool. And it's just crazy that like this yellow ball is taking me so many places when I look back now. It's nuts.
I know. I say the same thing because I mean, back in I get to travel, like I played a couple of years in Salt Lake City and stuff, like, so I get to travel, you know, all over North America, which in my head, I'm like, I would have never been able to do this if it wasn't for throwing a yellow ball. Actually, it was white back then, but anyway, but no, I say the same thing. Like, was there anybody that you played with growing up that, you know, went on to college and beyond as well?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of girls in the Houston area that, I mean, I grew up playing with. It's actually crazy. Taylor Pleasance.
Oh yeah.
We played together, I think like on the same little league team when we were like 6, 7, played, you know, all the way up through. She played on the Bombers while I was on Aces Express. So we always kind of played against each other in travel ball. She went to LSU, I went to OSU and OU. Mm-hmm. And then now she's on staff here at LSU. And we're roommates now.
No way.
We're living in the same house. So it's like full circle moment. It's crazy that we're kind of like back together and, you know, just doing our thing, and it's cool.
That's crazy
how it's worked out.
That's crazy. Actually, Taylor was supposed to come on the podcast, I think 7 or 8 months ago now, but our schedules couldn't align up and we had to like put it off. So you tell her to get her schedule lined up with mine.
I will.
That's
she
hilarious.
Just got home from practice.
That's hilarious. Let's talk recruiting process. What led decision to attend OSU?
Yeah, so it was a little different back then. It was like whenever you could be really young and be getting recruited.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So times have changed, but I remember I was in like 6th, 7th grade. I was with Aces Express. We were playing in Ronald McDonald tournament down in Houston. It's like a big college showcase. Yep. And I remember pitching a game, and there was all these coaches in the stands, and I was like, clearly they're watching like the older girls on my team. Like, they're not here to watch me. Yeah. And I was just doing my thing, pitching, wasn't really worried about them. And I remember like that next Monday I was sitting in class and my dad texted me and he's like, "Hey, I'm getting all these emails," or McCorkle, my travel ball coach, he was like forwarding them all to my dad and how all these coaches wanted me to attend their camps. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, I'm literally in the 7th, 8th grade. Like, I don't even know what college is. Like, what is college? Like, I was asking my dad. Yeah. I was like, where is Oklahoma? Like, I didn't even know these were a thing. And so I attended a bunch of camps, like the University of Houston, Baylor, Oklahoma, OSU, Mississippi State. A bunch of schools. Yeah. And I remember I was up in Stillwater for the camp. And this was the previous coach, before Coach G, actually. And he offered me that weekend. I was at camp, and that ended up being kind of my only offer. And he kind of gave me, a few month window, to kind of make a decision, feel out any other schools that may have interest or whatever. And I don't know. I fell in love with Stillwater. I truly did. Being from Houston in a big city, it was like a change, but in a way it still felt good to me because I like small town vibe stuff too. Yeah. I like to be outside and all the outdoorsy things. And so I really love Stillwater and the community and the fans. And so I committed a few months later. It's like my freshman year of high school. And then, of course, the coaching change happened shortly after that. I was a little worried, but Coach G came out to Colorado, watched me pitch, and he was like, "No, we're going to keep her on." And I remember, just going through the grind, and ended up going to OSU, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Didn't you get hurt though? You got hurt?
I did. I got hurt in high school, my junior year. I fractured my L4 and L5 in my back.
That's
just
nuts.
just from pitching a lot, probably improper
mechanics,
like weight training.
Oh,
mechanics could have been in that thing too.
Right.
I always threw hard at a young age, but had no clue where it was going. I didn't really truly lock in, I feel until I got to college. So
yeah. Well, once you get good pitching coaches,
mm-hmm.
I mean, that kind of that probably helps as well.
Yeah.
So
I had a great pitching coach growing up, Kyla Hollis.
Okay.
She was the longtime head coach at the University of Houston, and now she does the junior USA national team head coach.
Yeah. Right
but I mean, she's brilliant at what she does, and so she, kind of helped me through that too. And so,
how long was the recovery period for that? Because I mean, fracturing
a whole year. I missed a whole year. Yep, it was tough, and that was the year right before you sign, and it was tough. I wasn't sure, kind of how that was going to affect me getting into college, when I got there my freshman year. And it did affect me, because I came in with no muscle on me, and here I am thrown in with all these women, and I'm just a little girl. So that's kind of why I ended up redshirting my freshman year.
Okay. I was going to ask, I was wondering about that, because I saw your redshirt in 2019. I was like,
mm-hmm.
I did not know why. Now I do know why. That's crazy. Yeah. So what was it did you play at all during that?
I only practiced and worked out. So I worked out literally 5 days a week. Everyone else on the team was going in the weight room maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And it was my priority to get stronger, and play catch up. And so I was in there 5 days a week. And then I would practice with the team every day. Just really, trying to work through it. There was some changes that they wanted me to make with my mechanics. I used to have a rock back type of.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Mechanic. And they wanted me to pitch out of the glove. So I was frustrating, trying to fight, between what felt good,
something you're used to, yeah,
how it was going to work, yeah. And it took me all year really to kind of fight through that. I went home that summer to Kyla, and I was like, "Hey, they're trying to get me to pitch out of the glove. I just need help. It's not clicking." Because we didn't have a pitching coach at OSU my first year.
Oh, really?
Yep. And so she was like, "Oh, I got you. Just do this." And I was like, ever since then, it was just clicked. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it was that easy the whole time."
I know. Once you get it, eh? Once you get it.
And so then I think just all the strength training and the work that I really put into my core and my legs, really just helped everything kind of click together. And then that sophomore year is when Coach John Barfelt came in.
Oh, okay.
And he, truly just kind of changed me as a pitcher. Started working, more vertical rather than horizontally. And ever since then, it just kind of took off.
Nice. Now, when you redshirted that first year, was that your decision, or was that Coach G's, decision, or what was it? Was it a mutual decision?
Of course, no kid wants to offer up to redshirt, but it was kind of a mutual. I knew because I was struggling in practice. He came up to me before, it was February sometime, right before season was about to start, kind of proposed the idea. And it took me a little bit, I talked to my parents about it, ended up being the best decision.
Well, yeah. I was going to say it worked out. It definitely worked out for you.
And it was crazy because I struggled that whole year, even in practices and stuff, just trying to get hitters out, and just the confidence, of trying to throw in the glove. And he sat me down in my exit meeting my freshman year and was like, hey, like, if we don't get this fixed or like change, like, I don't know if you're ever gonna be good enough to play here. And so it was just kind of lit a fire under me, and I was like, yeah, like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna prove everyone else wrong. And that's what I did. Is I went home and I busted my butt, and ever since then, it kind of took off.
It worked.
Yeah.
So one question that I love asking my college guests is, do you remember your first game? Not fall ball, but your first game in the spring.
I do. Yes. It was here.
I would hope you did.
At LSU, which is crazy. And we played Florida A&M. This was my first game actually pitching. So it was kind of my sophomore year, but because I redshirted, and actually threw a perfect game.
That's it. That's insane. That's crazy.
In my debut, yeah. And I had no clue. Yeah.
I was going to ask you, I was like, were you aware that you were when you went out in the fifth inning, you had no idea?
I mean, I think I kind of had an idea, but
I guess as a pitcher, you kind of, you're because the batter's coming up, what they did, in your head, but you don't want to admit it.
But it was also the first game, so nerves were going. I was just thinking about other things.
Yeah, true.
Truly into the game.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is so awesome. Now, what a crazy year though to have your first season, 2020, because of course it's COVID year. What's crazy about that year is that you started off with a perfect game, but then when they shut everything down, you ended it with a no-hitter prior to the shutdown. So
yeah, I remember that one too.
Nothing like bookending it. What? That's not bad. That's not bad. So I mean, when it came to the code, how crazy was that? I've talked about it on here. It feels like it was a million years ago, but it was actually it was only it'll be almost 6 years ago now, but it feels like an eternity ago. So, I mean, for you, where were you guys and what was everybody's reaction?
I remember there was things on the news kind of coming out, and we were all like, oh, what is this? Didn't really think anything of it. And then Coach G actually brought the whole team, into the team little meeting space, and he sat us down and he was like, season's canceled. And we were like, what? No way. COVID doesn't exist in Stillwater, Oklahoma, first off.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was wild. And I think I really felt for the seniors on the team, because at that time, we didn't know, if that was just going to be it for them, or if they were going to get, another chance. And so it was just kind of eye-opening. It was just crazy that how quickly something you care about can be taken away from you just like that.
Yeah, definitely. I still remember, I remember when they announced that the NBA was canceled and Tom Hanks had COVID. And it was what is going on right now? Is this the real world? I don't understand. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, you spoke about the seniors. I mean, that had to be I've talked to a bunch of seniors on here that went through it, and they had no idea what was going to happen to it. They thought that they were done. I mean, that had to be such an emotional time, especially because I mean, you would have had Carrie on the team, Allison. I mean, there was 3 or 4 of them that, they didn't know if they were done or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for all you guys, I mean,
it was, us too. Are we going to get that year back? It was
exactly.
It was crazy. It was I just redshirted and I just lost another year. So it's going into my 3rd year and haven't even played.
Exactly.
We have played, but
exactly.
haven't completed a year.
Yeah. Unreal. That's, it's so crazy to think back on that now. Unreal. Now, of course, you'd have an amazing run at OSU, 2-time All-American, 3 trips to the Women's College World Series. What are some of the highlights for you from there, whether it's on or off the field?
I mean, I really enjoyed my time there. I mean, I loved every aspect of it. As soon as I stepped foot on campus, like I said, just the community, the town, the fans, the girls, I'm still really good friends with a lot of the girls on the team. Cause I mean, just the grind, that we went through together,
of course,
the memories, and, COVID, how you mentioned, just going through that, it's cool. That's how you really get to know your teammates. And so definitely miss all that. All of our runs to the World Series were very memorable, and just the journey that it took to, get there every time. I mean, there was years, like my first year, we were like an underdog, and we went to Florida State, and beat them in the super regional.
That's
after
right.
They were the defending national champion. Like, it was just crazy. Like, every year, like, it just got better, and like as a team, and just to watch that program grow is really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, I mean, the fact you went to, four women's college worlds here. I mean, I had Nicole May on here. I had Nicole on here last month, and the fact she won 4 national championships as a pitcher. I mean, she's the only one in NCAA history. And I mean, that's just crazy to think of, because,
it's hard.
Like, I'd say 98% of the athletes in NCAA don't get to go to one. You know what I mean? Yep. Like, it's just crazy. When it comes to real estate, nobody does it better than Tim I, the real estate guy. Whether you're looking for that first buy or want to build that dream home, Tim Eisner at Royal LePage Atlantic is the one to call. With over 45 years in the home industry, Tim offers a unique advantage with its extensive industry experience, ensuring his clients get the most value for their investments. With a proven track record of repeat clients and steady stream of referrals, Tim's reputation as a trusted professional speaks volumes. If you're looking to buy or sell today, contact Tim at 902-499-5717 or visit him on Facebook at Tim Eisner Royal LePage Atlantic. Once more, that's 902-499-5717. Before you know it, you'll be saying, Tim Eisner strikes again. So what led to the transfer to OU?
It ultimately had to do with the pitching coach change.
Right, yeah.
Coach John, he kind of felt like he was needing to get out and retire. And so he kind of retired 1 year, a little too soon. And, I kind of felt like I was kind of stuck mentally, physically, just kind of drained. So I'd put in my time. And then just the pitching coach change, of course. And I think
they brought Carrie on as the...
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had played with Carrie.
Yeah, that would be tough.
And so it was just a little tough. And so I, decided like, hey, why not go out and experience something else for my last year? And, really try to, get over the hump of going to the World Series every year, but, not making it
right
farther than 3 games or whatever. And so I just wanted to do something, for 5-year-old Kelly, and to finish her career in the best place for softball and for school-wise. And honestly, had no intention of going to Oklahoma, and it was just crazy how it all worked out.
Well, I was going to say, how tough was that decision? Because, I mean, considering the rivalry between OSU and OU.
It was so tough. I mean, I jumped into the portal late just because of all the things that kind of happened. And then, teams, rosters were already filling up. And I had a bunch of schools reach out. I was in Ireland at the time with USA, so I was having to deal with recruiting while being
that'd be tough.
On a totally different time zone, and coaches were trying to call me in the middle of the night, and I was like, I'm trying to sleep, trying to play.
It's 3:00 in the morning. What are you doing?
And I remember Coach Gasso was the very first one to call me. She called me, I think 2 seconds after my name officially got into the portal. And I had a great conversation with her, and, we talked about me coming out there and visiting. So I ended up going to Oklahoma actually on my first visit. And then I went to 4 or 5 other schools, all in the SEC, all had vet programs. Because that was something I was really interested in, is finding a school that has a veterinary school, that I can, work towards that and get help into that. And so I was set kind of on going somewhere else, and my parents wanted me to go somewhere else. And I was they didn't want me to go where I was wanting to go, and I didn't want to go where they were wanting me to go, and like we were just fighting and crying at the dinner table every night. And I was like so close of just being like, I'm just gonna hang it up, and I'm just not even gonna take my last year. Like it got to that point. But then I was like, why am I not looking at Oklahoma more? Like, they have the softball program. Like, they are the top of the top, the best of the best. And then Coach Gasso found Dr. Otto, and how he was going to help me, get all this experience to help put on my application, and just how I can get an online master's and be able to, further my professional career there. And so that just kind of ended up working out. And then, the only hesitation I had was just like going from a rival school, of course, and like the backlash. And like, I didn't want to be a part of that. And I didn't want to do that, to OSU and like all my friends and fans that I met there. And it's something that I had to do. And it was, for myself, when I look back at it, and ultimately it was the best decision that I could have made.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
And I say that today too, like even regardless of winning the national championship, like just how I became a person,
right,
a better woman through all of the trials and tribulations that I had that year, dealing with that. So it's really neat. Yeah,
definitely makes sense. Now, did you I can only imagine what it's like for, college athletes, especially ones with the amount of followers that you have on social media, like backlash and negative comments, like for you guys to have to go through that, it's so unfortunate, but like, how did you deal with it? Like, I couldn't even imagine having, like, I had somebody comment a bad review about the podcast, and I'm like, you MFer, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's tough, and I don't wish it upon anyone. I feel like no one deserves, to
absolutely not
have anything, said like that, to you. But Coach had my back the whole way. She was like, if we need to delete your social media, if we need to have someone, run your accounts, turn off your notifications, like set up posts for you, like so that you don't even have to see, like turn off your comment. Like, she was going to help me get through it. And we kind of worked through that together. Just navigating through all that. But as much as you don't want to look at it or see it, like you still do.
Exactly.
And it still comes in, your little notification box or whatever. So, I still saw it, every bit of it. And it's like taxing, on your mental side. And it really, makes you start to question, why you made that choice, or, what you're doing, kind of thing. So it was tough. That whole year was tough.
But like you said, it definitely worked out in the end for you. It 100% did. So I guess what was the most glaring difference you found once you got settled in at OU?
After going through that, I think Coach really helped me a lot, navigating through that, just off the field. And the biggest aspect was like my faith, in leading through that. And, she really made me get uncomfortable with that, and kind of just let all the outside expectation, opinions, what people were saying, like, and literally just give it all to God and like let him handle it. And I think that was the coolest thing, was like whenever I finally committed and just let that stuff all go, like what truly showed up on the field. And I think that was just the coolest thing to come out of the University of Oklahoma.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So safe to say 2024 was the fairy tale ending to your college career that you were looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How crazy was it? Like I said, it was your fourth one, but to win it with over 12,000 fans in attendance, which pretty much we're all cheering for you guys. It had to be like just
it was
amazing.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was honestly, like, so cool. I remember just for the seniors, like, and my teammates and like what we had gone through that year, like them having my back, I was going to have their back. Like everyone was going to have whoever's back, like to the left or to the right. And just the bonds that we created, going through those tough days, you know, tough practices, and just kind of how cool it was to give back to the seniors for what they've done for that program, for the last 4 years, and like wanting to let them finish on top once again. And so it was just kind of like, put your ego, put everything to the side. Like you're battling with your teammates and your sisters right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, that's how championship teams are made. It really is. It really is.
And it was like, everyone was on board. It was so cool.
Yeah. That's what you want.
Yeah. I've never been a part of a team like that. And it was really cool.
Yeah. Now I always ask guests on here that have played in the World Series, how different is the atmosphere at OKC for that? Because I mean, you know, compared to say the Big 12 championship or the Super Regionals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's huge. I mean, I think it's great for our sport, and just in general, where our game is going, and just the amount of people that show up in that stadium, and just softball fans in general. Like they're just softball fans, and they just want a good game, you know, and they're cheering, you know, kind of for everyone. And it's cool to be a part of. It really is. And just to know that like 5-year-old Kelly, you know, dreamed and watched Danielle Laurie when she was that age, like at the Women's College World Series, and like just how it all worked out was really cool and just very neat to be a part of, and to be, you know, small part of history. That's
crazy. You just mentioned Dan there, because I posted a video of them winning the 2009 one today. Like that's crazy.
That's who I watched. I remember when I was little, and I was like, oh my gosh, look how cool! Like I want to do that.
She was so good. Oh, she was such a dog.
She was.
And she played for the Huskies, which is a dog. Mm-hmm. That's my little fun fact there. So dumb. So was the pro game always on the radar for you?
Honestly, no. I always thought, you know, kind of after college was done, like I was just going to go on to my career. I've always been passionate, you know, of becoming a veterinarian. You know, I was just kind of ready to kind of transition. And then I ended up having a gap year, to fill, before school started. And that's when my agent at the time, she was like, have you ever thought about playing in Japan? And, you know, coach was, introduced me to Kehlani Ricketts, who had played over in Japan too. And she was like, I think you'd really like going out there. And so I had a few talks with her, and I was like, you know, why not? Like, I'm going to say yes more often, and, just go out and try to experience, like, literally, why not? Like, what else am I going to do? Sit at home for a year?
Right.
And so I went out there, and I truly had the best time. I learned so much about the game and just the culture, and trying, you know, different things, being uncomfortable, being away from home, of course. And it turned out to be the coolest experience. And I tell all my friends now that are like, oh, like, would you like tell people to go to Japan? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. I would tell you to go, and just experience it. 'Cause like, why not? I mean, life is so short, and like, why not do all the things that your body is capable of doing, of playing a game?
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Now, the one thing I noticed from, you know, especially you on your social media, the videos you posted about playing over in Japan, the seafood looks amazing over there.
Oh yeah. If you're not a picky eater, that's the place to be.
Oh,
I mean, the food over there is so good.
I love seafood.
Sushi, ramen is good, of course.
Yes.
Yakiniku was my favorite thing. It's like the Wagyu. It's like Wagyu, like meats and steaks and things, and you like grill it yourself, and they have like vegetables, and you eat it over rice, and it's so good.
Nice.
It's one thing I'm like, I miss that meal.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, I guess another benefit about playing over there, I guess, you know, when it goes to international competition, you kind of have a mindset pitching against them, what they're going to do, really, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a whole kind of list on my phone, of all the players over there.
Smart.
Attack them and, just kind of the game they play. So I got a feel for that, and just kind of how to pitch call. That was the biggest thing, moving out of college is like learning how to call your own game.
All right. Yeah.
Really just kind of learned how to get into that space, and it was really neat.
Yeah. So who was catching you over in Japan?
I had a Japanese catcher. So that was
different.
A little bit of struggle at the beginning.
I was going to say, yeah, that would be different.
I didn't know the language. She kind of knows English. But it was tough at first, trying to like get her to know like what I do best, kind of what I'm thinking when I'm ahead in a count, when I'm down in a count. Mm-hmm. So it took me the fall, to kind of go through those growing pains when I was over there. And then the spring, we just hit it off and we were on a roll. And I was like, golly, like, why am I having to leave now to go to school?
Yeah.
Why did I sign up for this? But it was cool. It was a really neat experience.
Right. So yeah, they have two halves to their season, don't they?
Yes, they do. They play 3 months on, 3 months off.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you get to do the entire thing or?
So I joined like on the back half.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So like playoff time kind of when I joined.
Yeah.
And then I went back in the spring, which is like the front half.
Right.
And then I, of course, got admitted into school. And so I had to start last fall. So I couldn't go back. But Lexi Kilfoyle ended up taking my spot over there. So I helped her with that.
Okay, nice. Well, they picked up.
I was like, you got to get over here. It's so awesome. And she loves it now too. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you.
Awesome. So what led to join the Spark last summer?
Kind of the same thing. I was like,
coming home.
I got a summer. What am I going to do? Yeah. Why not put some more money in my pocket? Vet school is expensive.
100%.
So I was like, I'm just going to keep playing. I was kind of on a roll, but also a little burnout, I feel like, at the time, just because I had been playing literally all year. Yeah. So I went out to Oklahoma again. I love being in Oklahoma and Oklahoma City and just being around, OSU and OU, just the community that I've kind of built there. And playing for the Spark is really cool. It was a neat experience, very laid back, but very awesome being back, with a lot of the OU girls.
Yeah.
And then, of course, some of the other girls, Sydney Sherrill, Haley Lee, Amber Pfizer, Maddie Penta. Like, it was cool just getting to know all the girls that like you've watched on TV but never really got to be a teammate. So It was a neat experience. I loved it.
Yeah, no doubt. I had Amber on the podcast. She's such a one of a kind.
So
awesome.
Yeah, such a great coach.
Yeah. So were you shocked to hear that they were going to be in the AUSL expansion team? Or?
I had a feeling it was coming, just because I knew like where that league was kind of going, and how Spark, wanted to continue to keep making the sport better for women. And I think that was kind of the next step they needed to do and needed to take. So I wasn't too shocked, but I was definitely glad that it happened. I think it's great, to expand that league and get as many good players in that league, because I feel like, that's where pro softball should be, is getting that exposure on ESPN and all the NIL deals and
definitely
all those things. So
definitely. Were you shocked getting drafted first overall in the allocation draft?
A little bit, yeah. I wasn't thinking I was going number one. I was like, maybe top 5, but not number 1. And of course, I was like, oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah. Oh, I can only imagine that. Like, so I guess what's the mindset like going into the summer? Are you excited to get going? Like, I'm
so excited.
Okay, yeah.
After being in school for 3-4 months, whatever it is, like my brain's toast. And like, that's the one thing that like I'm looking forward to doing is like just getting out and having fun and playing a game I love,
Yeah.
And I think it's a good like reset, in between my school.
So when's everything supposed to get going? When's school done? When does Cascade start?
So the school year will end for me in May, like the beginning of May. And then I think we report at the very end of May for like a training camp.
Okay. So you get a month off really to to
a month off,
unwind and recharge the batteries.
Yeah, and that will be kind of what that looks like, and then that will go from June to August, and then school for me will start mid-August, and then I'm still trying to figure out how like the All-Star Cup will work, and I'll be able to do that. We'll figure it out when the time comes.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Is there any player in particular on the Cascade you look forward to playing with? Because I mean, think about it. You have Sis Bates and Tori Vidalis in the infield now behind you. That's pretty sick.
I've played with Sis with USA. I love Sis. Great human being. Great person.
Amazing.
Great player. Carly Hoover, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
We were over in Japan kind of together. Our teams weren't too far apart, so we hung out a lot. Love her too, and her personality and what she brings. Those are kind of the only two that like I truly know. Everyone else, like I said, like I've always watched and been a big fan of. So I'm just excited, to kind of get to know everyone and get to finally be teammates and not have to face them.
Yeah, I know, right? But then you got 5 other rosters that have pretty good teams on too, right? Like, absolutely
stacked. It's like, oh gosh,
that's gonna be fun though. As a pitcher, though,
it will be.
Isn't like as a pitcher? That's one thing I was like, I always want to face. I don't care what happens. I just want to see how it. Yeah, exactly. Got to talk some Team USA before we go here.
Okay.
First, how amazing is it for you to be able to, represent your country in the game that you grew up playing?
I mean, it's awesome. Every time I put on the jersey, like it doesn't feel real. Like when we're lined up and we do the national anthem, like especially in another country, like it gives me the chills and like almost brings tears to my eyes because I'm just like, how is this like an opportunity for me? Like I would have never thought that I would be, in this situation. And so, I mean, I don't take it for granted whatsoever. So every time I'm out there, I'm trying to do my best, be the best teammate that I can be, just be, a team player. And I mean, whatever they need me to do, like I'm going to do it. And I think it's cool just to be able to represent your country in that way. It's a little different, of course, than military or, actual people that represent our country, but it's still such an honor, to represent the United States. So
yeah, absolutely. Definitely. So I guess moving forward, after the AUSL season's done, what's the future hold? LA 2028's obviously a huge goal down the road, I'm assuming.
It is. Yes, that is what I'm working towards. I would love to be a doctor and an Olympian.
That'd be sick. Like
I'm just going to keep working towards that. Keep grinding day in and day out. Try to attend everything that I can attend USA behalf, but still not miss too much school.
Right.
But that's the dream. That's the plan. Just keep playing until 2028. And then whether I make the team or don't make the team, that'll probably be my final year playing softball, and then move on to real life after that.
Yeah. So you plan on your own vet clinic or anything like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love to own my own small animal clinic.
Nice.
Maybe specialize in surgery. We'll see. But somewhere either in Texas or Oklahoma, just kind of wherever I end up being.
Right on. Actually, before we get to the last thing, I want to ask about the Olympics, because what's your opinion on softball being in OKC and not LA?
I mean, I think it's huge. First off, just being in Oklahoma City, like that is the softball capital of the world.
Yep.
And I think it's awesome, that the state of Oklahoma gets to host that, because it is huge when something like that is coming to town, and just the support that not only the fans of Oklahoma, but like just the
whole
civilians of the state of Oklahoma and the country, like to be able to come to Oklahoma City for an event like that is awesome. Yeah. And then just for our game, to see where it's going. And I hope and pray and continue that it stays in the Olympics from 28 to 32 to 36 and all the years beyond, because it deserves that attention. And just, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't feel like it's almost here in like 2 years. It's so nuts.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Okay. So we have a little something we end the podcast with. I call it Player Association. I'm going to throw out some names for you. You know them. It's all good. Don't worry about that. Maybe touch on what they've meant to your career. If you have a funny story, let that fly as well. So,
okay.
First one I have on the docket is Gabby Sprang.
Oh, Gabby Sprang. I actually just saw Gabby at a wedding in Stillwater over Christmas break. It was good to see her. I haven't seen her in a long time, but we were great friends at OSU, just being a part of the pitching staff. She was always older than me. She loves all the girly things. And so I feel like she kind of kept me in that girly side of the sport too, always having her hair done and nails. And so great friend. Yep.
Awesome. Next up, Taylor Tuck.
Taylor Tuck. She was the wedding that I just went to. She just got married, and it was awesome to see her. Yes.
That's crazy, because I brought her name up when I had Riley Bayless on. And wow. That's congratulations, Taylor.
Yeah. Just got married. So it was cool, being back in Stillwater, seeing all the girls, and just kind of what they're up to in their lives. Taylor meant a lot to me throughout my whole career. We started in the dorms together, came in, in that same class, went all the way, through whenever she graduated. And we lived together at a time. Her family means the absolute world to me. They are from Stillwater, so they were always like the parents away from home.
Right. Yeah.
And so, like,
and you need them.
Home cooked meal. Yep. Or if we had car trouble, like, her dad was always coming over. Like, we'd go over to her house. So, love me some Taylor Tuck.
Awesome. Catherine Ogg.
Oh, Catherine Ogg. What a human being. That is like the definition of a true like team player. Someone that, maybe doesn't get on the field as much as like they had hoped, but is the best teammate no matter what. And still to this day, she sends me her Christmas cards and little gifts and birthday gifts. She's just one of a kind human being.
Awesome. Two more here. Kinsey Hansen.
Kinsey Hansen's my dog, of course. Gosh, so many great things to say about Kinsey. Just kind of what she brought out of me my final year, and just the confidence that she gave me. What she brings to the game, I think, is great. What she's doing for the game, continuing to grow it. Also going to her wedding here at the end of this month. So I'm excited for her and Kobe and just their future together. And yeah, love me Hansen too.
Awesome. Congrats on the wedding, Kinsey, by the way, if you're listening. Yeah, she's one. Actually, watching her over her college career, I was like, I would love to throw to her for 3 or 4 batters because she's such a good receiver.
Good luck. Oh yeah.
No, just for her. For her catching me. She's such a good receiver.
Such a good receiver.
Yeah. Last but not least, of course, Coach Patty Gasso.
Wow. I mean, what a woman, honestly. Just a woman that's humble. She serves her team, her community, the sport of softball, USA, everything she does it with class. And she has truly changed my life for the better through my faith and just kind of how I was able to navigate, what I went through and just, I don't literally have chills right now. I could probably cry talking about her, but she is just someone that I will look up to for all my days.
Awesome. What a way to end it. Listen, Kel, I got to thank you for taking time out of your hectic schedule to come on and chat with us. This has been absolutely awesome.
No, of course. Thank you guys for having me.
All the best moving forward. You know what? LSU, this summer at AUSL, and of course, the trek to LA 2028. Can't wait to watch you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
We outside the chute. Yeah. Come on. Yo, we outside the chute where the stories ignite. Fast pitch vibes under stadium lights. From the East Coast swing to the West Coast truth. We talk legends, rookies, and the wisdom of youth. Mic check 1, 2. Welcome to the zone where the podcast pops like a bat off the dome. Framer and Hopi, yeah, they keep it legit. Dropping knowledge every week, never missing a hit. From East Hands to Cali, they reppin' the sport. With guests who bring heat like a fastball court. Coaches, players, and fans in the mix. Talking hustle hard and championship tricks. Outside the chute, where the stories unfold. Diamonds and dreams, silver and gold. Every pitch, every play, every tale they salute. We living that life outside the chute. Outside the chute, where the stories unfold. Diamonds and dreams, silver and gold. Every pitch, every play, every tale they salute. We living that life outside the chute. It's more than a game, it's a culture of vibe. Where the grind meets glory and the spirits collide. They break it all down from the gear to the grind. With laughs, real talk, and a powerful mind. You want insight? They got it on lock. From the dugout drama to the post-game shock. It's softball soul with a podcast beat. Where the field meets the mic, now that's elite. So if you love the game, this the place to be. Tune in, turn up, let the stories run free. Outside the chute, yeah, they changing the game. One episode at a time, building that fame. Outside the chute, where the stories unfold. Diamonds and dreams, silver and gold. Every pitch, every play, every tale they salute. We living that life outside the chute. Outside the chute, where the stories unfold. Diamonds and dreams, silver and gold. Every pitch, every play, every